Önemli bir panelimiz var. Zirvenin son oturumu PMI Türkiye Chapter'ının uluslararası çalışmalarından birisi olarak bölgesel ülke chapter başkanlarının katılımıyla az sonra gerçekleşecek. Dijital Dünyada PMI İşbirliği paneli. Panelimizin adı efendim. Uzaklardan geldi konuklarımız. Ben davet etmek istiyorum. Bari hepimiz böyle güçlü alkışlayalım. PMI Bulgaristan'dan Mihail Mihaylov. Welcome. PMI Gürcistan'dan Lela Machaidze. Welcome. Türkiye'den Mustafa Hafızoğlu. Welcome. PMI Ukrayna'dan Maxim Krukovsky. Welcome. PMI Yunanistan'dan Dimitra Tsolka. Welcome. Ve efendim panelin moderatörlüğünü PMI Türkiye Başkan Yardımcılarından Nejat, Murat, Erkan beyefendi yapacak. Alkışlarımızla davet ediyoruz. Welcome. Açalım mı? Mikrofonumuz açık mı? Evet, şimdi konuşalım.
Ses, evet.
Evet.
Well, this is the second day, almost close to the end, and thanks for coming to our final session. And so what we're gonna do is, it's been like very long time, just we've been talking each other, hey, we should do this kind of collaboration, and now this is real. 5 chapters together in one region in Istanbul, and thanks for coming again. Yes. Okay, what we did, let me briefly tell how this idea started. Actually, you cannot see, but we started to talk in London like about 2 years ago. We were talking, hey, we should do some collaboration, and we were in the social events and etc. And we just talk. Then there is a curiosity is growing, and there are some needs for regional, some best practices. We picked up the countries surrounding Turkey. Since we started this initiative by what we were talking about, we can take turns throughout the years, so we can visit the other countries and do this collaboration in the other places as well. And we really enjoy intercultural exchange of ideas, practices, and etc. So again, it was like 4 months ago, I'm sorry. So we were in Barcelona, we got together, start talking, just not talking, doing some brainstorming, how we can do and realize this activity. So you can see some of faces are here. And then we always like to work and fun together. We use some activities, and you see he's, Dimitra, did you see this? It's you. And on the left, she's from Sweden. And yes, with Maxim, you did not expect this one. So this is Maxim here. And Dian from Bulgaria, Sofia, we had a chance to meet, but he won't be able to come this session. So now I like to take you to some place. Can anybody from the audience guess where is this place? Okay. Yes?
This is
Mihail,
Sofia.
it's yours.
Okay, thanks, Murat. Hello, everyone. The first thing I would like to do is to...
This presenter.
Oh, thank you. To thank you for the invitation and for the great event. It's been really interesting, very well organized, and for the great hospitality. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
Thank you for all of you.
Yes. And to you, to all of you, thank you for staying. I really appreciate your presence. I can see a lot of people are kickstarting the weekend already. So for the rest of you, thank you for staying to hear some nice discussion, I hope. Okay, and nice picture. Where did you get it from?
From the internet.
Okay. Just a few slides from our side, a few facts about Bulgaria and our chapter and what we are doing and what we have done in the direction of digital. So, some numbers, small country, twice smaller than Istanbul itself, I guess. maybe 3 times. I don't know what's the
It's
official
growing.
data. But it's still 20 times bigger than Iceland, so don't underestimate us. So biggest city, Sofia is about 2 million people. Chapters founded 2010, so we just celebrated 5 years. Birthday last year in November. Chapter board volunteers, board members and volunteers, we have 9 people in the board and about 10 volunteers. We have about 150 members, 144. So is the number, and about 160 PMI certified, which is very close to the members' population. We have 1 annual event yet, although we are thinking about the second one soon. This is PM Day. It's actually, I would like to use the possibility. It's next month, 11th of November, so everybody's welcome. So in terms of industries that we cover, 50% IT, which is kind of logical. Although we would like them to be more, and we have more to have more presence in other industries. Telecom is 11%, and education, consultant 8%, banking 7%, and other 22%. Okay, that's the data, the overall data. In terms of digital world, so what we do, and I guess most of the chapters have, this is a monthly electronic newspaper bulletin that we are sharing with our members. Also, we have recently started Trello application, Trello, for managing tasks among the board members, not only board members, but among the volunteers as well. So we are planning to start some webinars in the next year. We have very interesting project in cooperation with the Italian chapter and a few other chapters. It's connected to, you know, European funds are really, they're sharing some finance resources and in order to execute European projects, but they're very different and, than the how to say, corporate way of project management. Even a lot of people who are managing such projects and participating in such projects are not even familiar with PMI, PMP, and whatever. So there is a project started from the Italian chapter that to add a separate layer on the PMBOK, focusing on how European projects are done. And they're done in little bit different way, which is much more effort on the initiation phase, much more effort on documenting, and let's say a little bit more bureaucratic way. This project is meant to bring this layer and put it as an add-on to the PMBOK. And together with the Italian chapter, we plan to start some webinars and sharing this information with other countries which are have some touch with the European projects. Who knows, maybe Turkey someday soon will have this need as well, I don't know. I mean, European Union is not a closed door, I guess. So yeah, this is one thing. Another thing is CRM system. We're planning to, we have this idea to, and planning to implement a CRM and contact management system. I don't know if you know, if you're familiar, Salesforce is one of the biggest vendors of CRM software. They have this initiative which can be explored on salesforce.org, which is they're giving away 10 licenses free to non-profit and educational organizations. Already about 30,000 organizations around the world are taking advantage of this initiative, and we will explore this as well for our chapter, because we will solve a lot of issues, not only like getting data for our members and keeping the relationship with our members, prospective members, but also our partners in the other chapters. You know, now how the things are happening. Somebody's going to conference, getting some business cards, maybe connecting to LinkedIn, but you know, this is staying for the person, not in the chapter, as a relationship base. So this may bring some value to our chapter, I I hope. So we also support and do some, let's say, trainings and sessions with the startup community. And startup community, startup ecosystem in Bulgaria is rising very, very much. It's also connected to European Union and a lot of funds that are, let's say, given away for startups. So there's a lot of startup incubators in Bulgaria. A lot of people outside Bulgaria are coming in Bulgaria to launch some startup projects, and startups are projects itself, and most of them, like above 80%, are in the digital world. Their products are in the digital world, so I think this is relevant also as an experience. Okay, and by the way, startups, in my experience, in our experience, they don't have usually money to fund their training, so if there is somebody volunteering, giving them information, it's very valuable for them. And we plan to do it for future as well. So we are also open for new ideas. What can PMI Bulgaria chapter offer? We have already done with the PMI Rome chapter some support for their congress. They have this month congress, and they sent away some invitation and materials how we can help them. Maybe you got this information as well. I'm not sure, but they have sent some marketing materials, some materials for the website that they're asking other chapters to promote their event and publish on the website, on the monthly newspaper, information about their event, and this way we popularize this event, and maybe some people can go and see what's happening. So we can do this with other chapters, and I think it's a good practice in general. What else? Joint seminars in universities. We're doing it actually. We're sending speakers to universities. I have done lecturing in the universities myself, and some other colleagues as well. So we are doing this, and we can continue doing it. Free PM trainings, webinars, PMI EF, the educational foundation activities. We can think in this direction as well, how to to contribute, to collaborate. I don't know if you know, probably most of you know, but there is this initiative to bring project management in education. I mean, lower education, like schools, high schools. Also, Italian chapter, which are very active. They have developed some program, and then it's translated to English, French, and etc. And it can spread in the world.
We already did it in Turkish as well.
You did it in Turkish as well. So yeah, this is another collaboration, great collaboration example. Chapter multi-year business plan development, also this we can collaborate on this level to have some strategic goals which are not only on local level but also on global and collaboration level. This is something we actually do already, job posting, and we can do it in future as well. It can be based not only in our country but in the region. I don't know, we're a global world, so many people are working everywhere, yeah. Especially with yeah. So that's from my side.
Okay, let's move on.
Thank you very much.
So, yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, can you move one more slide, Mihail? Just. Yes, let's see. Where is this picture?
Georgia.
Yeah, you got it.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for staying. Merhaba. I would like to ask a question. How many of you have been in Georgia? Cool. So, how many of you recognize that place? Okay, I pressed wrong button. I represent PMI Georgia chapter, which is under formation. So for me, it's very, very beneficial also to be part of this panel and share some of experience that we are gaining right now. Those of you who visited Tbilisi, has anybody noticed what is this building for? Or has anybody asked what is this building for? Probably no.
Government building, so far I know, right?
Not really. Not really. Georgians call this building mushrooms. It has a specific name, and we love this place, but we call them mushrooms because they somehow look like mushrooms. So, this is the place which was created by the PMI Chapter Steering Committee members' support. Some of our members participated, and myself supported the mentorship, consulting, creating digital world of the public service hall. This is the place where you can go, individual can go and get all these services in one place. So, for example, if taxi driver wants to pick up to have a new ID or passport, this is drive-through service. Like McDonald's, you just pass your photo in the window, drive through, and pick up new passport. The same, for example, the grandma. She doesn't really know how all the digits and how the new world works. So what she does, she goes and somebody just offers her a cup of coffee, just a coffee, and after just one cup of coffee, she will get new passport. Isn't it great? Isn't it something new and gives us opportunities? There are other services. Something you can read, I won't read, so don't waste your time. So, other things which we believe that are very important for our country. Yesterday and today we had lots of discussions from the private sector, from the businesses. So I wanted to give you a look how government can support all of us, each of us, and businesses to bring more investments and bring more to economy. So, for example, business registration. This is also the digital world opportunity when you can register your company just in one day. Have account open just in one day. I don't know, if somebody would tell me this probably 5 years ago, I would just laugh out loud. But this is reality. So this is very attractive, but that happened because of these digital opportunities. What we did, we provided consulting services for IT, we provided consulting for business, and most of all, we represented the project management because, can you imagine, each of those services are projects. Each of them should be compatible, but also have to be separate. So, I really loved the one, about the property registration. I just talked with my colleague from Greece, and they have the same services, so we are moving. From the registry, you can online check all the permits. You don't even need to go there. You're just checking the permits online, and you are on board. So, here is the video to walk you through so you are not get bored. So, you know, if you happen to be in Georgia, walk around the building. You will just enjoy from the view. Okay.
Can you move? Yeah.
Started 2011 and it finished in 2015 actually. proud of this because, you know, after Soviet times, there was no such services. And actually, the next step, yesterday we talked about X and Y generation. So now we are thinking about the new generation who are not thinking the we way think. So what we are doing now, we try to somehow promote the startups and help them to raise the finances and provide the mentoring like project management mentoring, marketing mentoring and other support for them to gain the financial aid. So this is the brand new facility which we built for support of the technical innovations. Georgian Innovation and Technology Agency and actually steering PMI Tbilisi chapter steering committee is part of the board there as well. We are supporting startups to gain the financial support and launch the new businesses. So these are the new buildings. If you happen to be in Georgia, visit them too, because you will find lots of innovations and digital updates there as well. So those are the main strategies for this agency we support. One of them, you can see the capacity building, and this is the major role that we play to help them build the capacity. The total budget is not big, but if you consider that Georgia itself is really small, just 3.7 million total population, while the Istanbul itself is probably 20 million. So, but for us to support them with these terms were the most important, and actually we have achievements. We had two process assessments. We invited the experts from the Silicon Valley, and they did the assessment, the first phase of assessment. We provided project management, business analysis, marketing, and etc. Recommendations. The second phase was that we selected actually 20 and gave them the financial aids. So for them, for the young generation, 19, 20 years old, this is really big achievement to start with the project. This is the winners and all of our team right there. And also one project that I wanted to mention, this is the 500 public lab databases that we created in region. Actually, quite often we look from our perspective from Tbilisi, like from the main town, but the population in the regions, they don't have access to the internet, they don't have access to the lots of information. So that was the project we supported to launch the 500 library databases in the regions. So to raise the education level and raise the involvement. So now I presented all this project. The question comes how you, PMI, also connected and how we all can collaborate. As more we share the experience and lessons learned, as much better. But besides all those, we also can invite and have educational fairs, have webinars and other activities to share the experience that we gained, and of course you gained because you are more advanced, and we can probably take more from you than you from us. But those were small projects that we supported, and we are happy to collaborate. There will be the information provided, and we continue collaboration. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes, can you guys guess this picture? Probably most of you know, yes. So next turn is, yes, Dimitra.
Now, merhaba herkese, adım Dimitra. Atina'da kalıyorum.
Hoş geldin.
Türkçe bilmiyorum. So, that was all for now. I practiced a lot. My colleague over there and me have come from PMI Greece to join you all in the inauguration of a new collaboration era between our chapters, and we are very happy about that, and we thank you, PMI Turkey, about this opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Yes.
Let's say a few words about our chapter. What we are. We are a country of 11 million people. The major cities are Athens and Thessaloniki and Patras and Iraklio. Basic characteristics is that they also have universities with whom we have already connections, and we try to constantly collaborate. The chapter was founded in 2005, and we have now around 500 members. Very little members of them are active volunteers, about 20. And the board of directors has 9 persons. We have annual congresses, and we have all these activities that you well know, workshops and seminars, and we constantly try to give value to our members by finding also new activities, not always the same and the same. This is something difficult, but we try to. The industries now in Greece, basically construction, IT, banking, education. You all know the situation in Greece is not very, very easy at the moment, but we still try and continue to try, and we hope it's going to be much better in the near future. Now, in digital world, here we are. What we do today, in a highlight, in a snapshot, we provide to our members seminars and PM material via our web site. We have a good social media presence, and we have a proper and continuous communication with members that are not located in Athens, again via Skype or whatever collaboration tool. What we plan for next year is to organize more webinars, and also to have live streaming of our annual congresses, and finally to give presentations of PM practices and processes to schools, most probably remotely via the collaboration tools again. Now what we can offer. What we can offer. We were thinking about that. Something that can be feasible at the moment is that we can have recorded presentations about whatever topic we, as all chapters together, we decide, and we share them, and these can be used in whatever chapter event we all organize during the year. Also, of course, we can share speakers in the congresses every time. This is a very good opportunity to know each other as well. A very good idea, which was discussed some months ago, was to share the job postings. If there is a job opening somewhere, we can post it in our web so that people from our country can see it, and they can join your companies, and the opposite, people from Turkey, people from Bulgaria can find a job in Greece. And we can also host in Greece members of your chapters. For example, if a Georgian guy is in Greece and he's a member of the chapter, soon I hope, and he's in Greece, then he can participate in our events, in our workshops, just like being a member of PMI Greece. We will be very happy to host those people. And of course, we can join efforts in giving seminars to universities. This is a domain that interests us a lot. And generally speaking, we are open to contribute according to what we can do, according to our capabilities, to whatever other idea or proposal comes from you on this domain. Now, I've been working in private sector, telecom industry, and since many years now, I'm dealing with big multinational software development projects. What I have learned and what I have felt inside me is that the stakeholders management, the proper management of stakeholders is a crucial factor for project success. What I've also learned is that an open and a honest collaboration between partners is equally important. And here is where I would like to focus right now. What are the vital few factors that enhance this open and honest collaboration? It is first of all to share values, to have common values, but it is something that we have already via the PMI community. Then it is to have some common targets, and then it is to try to speak the same language, in the general sense of speaking the same language. Try to speak the language of the other and try to support him or her in speaking your own language. And by that you can have results and understanding. Understanding and results. That's my message for today. And I'll tell you a very funny thing that happened in the morning. This morning I was having a coffee with a Greek friend of mine outside the hotel in a cafe. And while we were sitting and talking, a cat came very close to us. And she wanted to sit on the free chair. But we didn't want her company at that time. So we said, go, go, go. Nothing. She wanted to sit on the chair. And then we said, fige, fige, which is the Greek word for go. Nothing happened. And then my friend said, git buradan. And the cat left. She left, my God. It was amazing. And I thought, I will tell them in the afternoon, because that's the message from me. That's the message that comes to you from the PMI Greece chapter.
Yeah.
We try to speak your language. Try to speak ours in the general sense. And then everything that we set as expectation will come true. And we will have the results that we want.
Yes. Efaristo. Yes. Dimitra, can you move the slide? Yes. So you gave a clue, so we should see the picture first. Yes. You guys can guess where it is.
This is heaven. Hello again, everybody. We are in the Turkey chapter activity. I hope you have really both fun and got you want, or it's just satisfy your expectations. Today, I'll just give a brief info about our chapter. As most of you know, it is our population 80 million already. Our chapter has been actively working since 2007. We have approximately 100 volunteers. We have a membership number of 700, and it's increasing. We have an annual 9% growth rate for our membership. We have about 2,500 PMP certified. We have conferences. One is Ankara, one is Istanbul, every year. Today, we had a great number of attendees. It was about 500. And we almost cover all sectors in our chapter membership profile. So, what we do in this digital world as Turkey chapter, first of all, as you see, we have a topic just mentioning this content. This summit is planned and executed at Digital Platform, Basecamp. The team really communicated over this platform, and it was nice for me, this platform, because every day a summary of the communication has been sent to the people, especially the steering committee. So we were always aware of what's going on. So what was happening during the team meetings and communications. So as we read the summaries, when we feel that there's something going wrong, we could just put our efforts as steering committee members. So we really felt the benefits of digitally being managed for this project. And nowadays we are trying to implement a CRM tool. It will be really beneficial for our chapter to get our data in the digital platform and to use it effectively. We would like to share these experiences with the other chapters. So that is actually, as you know, information is very valuable, and one of the most crucial property of information is that as you share it, it increases. So this collaboration meeting is actually a good chance for us to share information. And one word which I like is synergy. 1 + 1 is always greater than 2 if you just talk about synergy. So coming together, we believe will provide this synergy in our region. So each chapter has specific strengths actually. So analyzing and showing those strengths will help us grow together as with the other chapters. As you know, all the chapters have volunteers. We are a volunteer-based organization as a whole in PMI. So PMI, we call this as a family. And we can have social joint projects funded by EU. This is a good opportunity. And as Dimitra suggested, our chapter members can go to the events of the other countries, or other countries' chapter members may come to our events as like our with the rights of our chapter members. So this collaboration really, I believe, will help this synergy to emerge. So thank you very much. And
thank you.
Next comes.
Let's see the picture. Yes, where it is, the last person. Yeah, yeah.
Maxim Krukovsky. And now I'll be telling you about Ukraine PMI chapter, Kyiv PMI chapter, which is in Ukraine. And this one is our symbol. You can see it on our sign. That's independence symbol, young girl, which is fighting for freedom. So, our country has a little bit less than 40 million population. Now it's unfortunately close to 40, but official registration was about 10 years ago, and no one wants to conduct new registration. They expect much drop and don't want to show it. We have 5 cities among this population, among the million. 3 of them and most developed are Kyiv, Kharkiv, and Odessa. All of them are very developed university city. Odessa is located on the Black Sea, right across the Turkey. Our chapter was established, it's a relatively old chapter, it was established in 2003. Now we experience challenging times, but we still have 170 active members and 250 active PMPs. Currently, our most share is 80, but it not always was the same. We had a good share in construction, in banking, but currently in dropping. And what is surprising is development part of agriculture. I've checked the presentation of colleagues and saw that none of chapter have guys from agriculture, and we do. In the current digital world, we are represented by our website that we pretended to name web portal because it has some functions that are integrated with PMI, Facebook, which is maybe the most developed part of our presence in the network, LinkedIn group. We have several Skype groups of volunteers. We found it very useful in our environment when people come in and leave in, to have such groups when every volunteer can join the group, participate for some time, and then leave. Because the problem of our operation, of chapter operation, is that it's based on volunteers. No one is paid on it. And maybe colleagues say something else, but my experience is that people come and soon they leave. And the Skype groups is the rare opportunity to save some information from them. And mail lips. We are trying to conduct webinars, but still not successful in them, unfortunately. What we can offer and what we actually offering for PMI members, for other chapters, that's actually, I'm here because I was invited by PMI Turkey, and I am inviting other chapters and members and non-members, everyone to Kyiv, to Ukraine events, and actually in us, we have yearly we have a PM forum, which is about 300 participants and lots of speakers, about half of it in English. So it will be interesting. We have online events, so we invite all participate in it, and these events also provide PDUs for those who need them. We can share information about the events of our partners, of other chapters, and not only chapters, but maybe members of the chapters, of their companies, because we have inquiries from other companies, to be exact, from the Polish companies, from Romanian companies who want to organize some events in Ukraine, and we support them. We have several online courses of the Project Management Institute, which is based on the university, and we hope that we can have some joint groups of the volunteers who will work on some issues, on some subject from other countries. The last thing that I want to tell you, one more thing, but not last, is Ukrainian experience of development of IT entrepreneurship. It was mentioned by Georgia, the modern fashion world startups. At some point, world economy and Ukrainian economy understood that in order to survive, it has changed. And focus for a moment is on small companies, on small entrepreneurship that are promoting new technologies, like Facebook did, like Google did, and what was happened? Some guys, businessmen, found that they can't earn money as they did before, but they still have money, and they use it to invest. And the idea was how to invest small money to get lots of money. Everybody knows.
Everybody wants this, yeah?
Yes. So there are at least 4 incubators in Ukraine, 8 incubators that helping to start and develop business. They work on 4 different phases. First phase is seed base. Like to have some grow, you have to seed. That's initial base, and it's actually not about the money. That's maybe about workspace, about the technology, about the hosting, about some kind of support ideas. Next phase is angel. Angel is investors who invest in not expecting to get money from that. Unfortunately, we don't have yet developed angel networks like US have or Great Britain have, but it's coming over. There is some people who have enough money or have some interest in some technology, or usually is attempt to switch in their regular base of business to some new business, who invest not really big money. It's usually from $1,000 to $10,000, but it is an option to company which demonstrated they have technology, for instance, in hackathon or some competition, like Georgia again was mentioned, to have this money and move forward. Then is maturity base, which is mostly not Ukrainian money. They come from Europe or States, and it starts from $100,000, and it actually starts from the client base, 100,000 clients. And the last one is APO. Actually, it happened only 2 times, but expect that maybe this time it will happen more, when specialists help the companies to sell their shares in Warsaw, in London, and hope soon in New York. That's actually our experience about the IT incubators, about the new business, which I believe is an addressed and focused experience for this summit that I want to share with you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Thank you, Maxim. I know Ukraine has a big base for development houses. They're one of the top around the world. So, you guys traveled all the way here. I know the shortest travel, even Mustafa, he came from Ankara at this 1-hour flight. And I know Mihail drove here 6 hours. You have the record, so I'd like to ask you a question. I will not leave you guys without asking a question, so I'd like to start with you, if you don't mind, Mihail. So my question is, do you see any concerns when it comes down to PMI collaboration and any actions to take?
Well, PMI collaboration is actually a great thing, and I see mostly pluses. Maybe one minus that I see, and I see it from experience, is that people, members, VPs or whatever, who participate in collaborating get so well connected that sometimes they immigrate and go to help other chapters. We have examples like this. I mean, one guy is working with German chapter now, another with Australian, and we want to keep our members.
Yeah, great,
and yeah, people in the country.
Yes.
So that's all.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to ask my next question to Lela. How is the project management profession is perceived in Georgia?
Well, I would start from 2012. Actually, that was the date when I got my PMP. And when I got the PMP, everybody was asking, why do you need it? Why do you need it? Actually, when I obtained PMP, I got immediately pay rise and I got immediately promoted. And immediately I started receiving requests from the big corporations for consulting. And actually, I started putting the PMO offices in their organizations. And when I showed the results, when I showed the executive results, you know, businessmen and everybody, they are more result-driven. They want to see what are efficiencies and what are effectiveness and how it will affect their costs. So when they saw the results, they then realized that, well, probably we should be thinking about it more. So it's getting better in Georgia, I would say, but we are not there, of course.
Yeah.
But the maturity level is increasing. And nowadays we're starting talking about the processes before we start doing things. I'm sure that this panel has the same, and we were talking with Murat one day in project management. Sometimes it happens that you start, then yalla, it will come. You will see how it works. The same is in Georgia as well. So that happens in Georgia. But with the methodologies and standards, now they see that can save money. It will help them to save time. So it's really obvious. So this is where we stand with Georgia, but I really hope to learn from Turkey because you are way ahead of in terms of project management from Georgia.
Definitely. This is the reason that we got together, and this is the beginning, and it's going to be a sustainable relation.
Exactly, and I really want to thank PMI Turkey chapter for setting an example. The bar of setting example is really high. Involvement, the speakers actually that we attended today conference, it was amazingly organized, and thank you for inviting and having us here.
Thank you.
Teşekkürler.
Thank you. Then I like to ask to Dimitra. I love talking to you, Dimitra. You gave the example of cat. It was great. So git buradan. Yes, you got it. So I want to ask you, I feel very close when I talk to you. So I want to find out that how is the cultural approach for risk in Greece?
Culture again?
The culture of risk. How do you risk? Yes.
I didn't pay him to make me that question.
It was a surprise.
Okay. I will talk about two different things. The risk management culture in business and the risk management culture in everyday life. First, in business, I think that the last years we are very sensitive in every new approach that has to do with risk management. Mostly in private sector that I can talk about more, but I also see some signs in the public sector. Risk management as a process is followed, and actions and follow-up is more and more efficient as we go. So I can say that it is a process that has been founded now in the projects that run in business environment. In everyday life, it has become more and more in the last years, because everybody feels that he has to establish plans, not only plan A, but plan B, because nobody knows what may happen or how things are going. So I think that it's a culture that it is generally increased right now in the country, which is good for PMI and good for the processes of our profession.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. And Mustafa, next question is for you. What are the major challenges that PMI Turkey face throughout the years to attain about like 700 plus members?
Yeah, we were just in the morning speaking with Blanca, our chapter administrator. I think our biggest challenge is our low rate of retention. I mean, every 2 of our members do not renew their membership, chapter membership. So this is below the average of all our region and worldwide PMI's average. So we are trying to show the benefit that the chapter presents to our chapter members, and that's why we have launched 2 new projects within this year to increase the retention, and we believe in the short term this retention rate will be actually increasing at least to the levels of the average of our region.
Yeah,
that's all.
Okay. Thank you. And my last question for you is going to be for you, Maxim. For Ukraine, and you talk about the incubations and you're doing this kind of services, very interesting. Do you plan to expand this incubation experience to other industries in Ukraine?
Thank you for the question, Murat. I hope so.
Okay.
The world is changing. And to adopt to it, you have to quickly change your plans, to control your local aims, taking in the mind of the global aims. And there are several technologies that was born in IT and now developed in the world. The most known is Scrum, Agile. I even saw you had a panel with Scrum. And this technology is so popular for a moment that I have even experience with our national bank, who is trying to adopt some Agile processes. And we hope that our IT incubators also will be expanded to other fields. And we now see even some progress in the adopting it to agriculture. which is surprising for me as agriculture in general, that use satellite functions, drone functions, and some unbelievable technologies. And they're also trying to adopt this function of 18 incubators for startups to help them to promote and develop the business, especially the small private entrepreneurship.
Yes, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I wonder if anyone from the audience like to ask questions. They travel so far here for you guys to have some collaboration, question, changing ideas, and so this questions on the floor if you have any.
Thank you, guys, for coming up here. Although you're not coming really so far away, but again, it's really nice to see you all here. It seems like I guess, member retention rate is a big challenge for Turkey chapter. So Mustafa said that it was below the average of the other chapters. Apparently, you have less problem with that than us. So I like to ask any of you if there is any way that you recommend Turkey chapter for this issue to tackle with. So member retention. How are you keeping your members, guys? So that's the question.
It's a challenging one, I guess.
Well, as a past president, so I think I should ask that, huh? So we should get there. Let's pick your brains.
You want to start? Yeah, Maxim likes to.
Please,
yeah.
Actually, I have answer. We are a relatively old chapter, and we followed the problem. We had the problem of the dropping down of numbers. And we found that usually people not often pay for themselves. It's coming good when the company pays for them. So when you start getting members, it's really easy. Like new chapter is going up very fast. But then to keep, that was exactly the question, is a challenge. So my answer is, the key is to try to involve companies. When companies are involved in the chapters, they know why they are paying for the members. And when they support the employees to be the members, that's much easier. Thank you.
So one solution is to go to companies.
To involve companies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corporate membership. This
Like this.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Greece, Georgia, Turkey.
Our retention rate is not great, to be honest. It's about 73%. It's increased. We were below the average, which was about 60 something. Yeah? We increase it somehow. Well, the main point is value. What value do you offer the members? So one thing is valuable knowledge sharing sessions. Of course, whatever you've said, it's absolutely valid, especially for our regions here. In order to be a member, the total cost of ownership of this membership is about $160–70 per year. And 130 of them are going to the PMI org, and you cannot avoid it. So we have to motivate these chapter members somehow. Events is one of the things. Another thing is friendship, like building the relationship not only like on a membership side, but like a friendship side. That these people feel comfortable being part of PMI, like feeling us as a family somehow, and feeling us as friends. Especially, you know, it's not only members. How do you motivate board members? It's even tougher question, because very often that the board members are paying themselves to serve. Yeah, and we are not Norway, where the culture of the society is, I don't know if you know about Norway, but I've seen a movie about Norway and volunteering there. Even when people are going to buy a house or rent a house, they're looking for what are the possibilities in this area for community work and volunteering. So they value this. They see that this is part of their culture to feel happy, to be useful for this society. Here is not like this. We are still, in our region, the ego is on a very different level of people. So it's not that easy to motivate people to volunteer. So we have to promote volunteering, actually, and to show people that volunteering is also a way to develop himself as a person, to learn some leadership skills, that PMI, it's actually one kind of a leadership academy. I mean, to sell this to people, to kind of make them believe it. And this is happening by personal example, I guess. Yeah. That's it. Thanks.
Yes, any other questions? I think, yes, we're coming close to the end. Before we move to the end, this picture was taken last night, and thanks for coming all the way here to see the Bosphorus. Today, one of the speakers was great, like, you cannot remember all the names, but this is the second bridge that you can remember. So again, it was wonderful to have you here. Not only like 4 visitors, actually we had other visitors as well. And so I'd like to invite those as well here. Yes, Mihaylov, can you please come up to the stage? He came all the way from Bulgaria as well. And who drove more? Yes, that's the question. How long did it take and who slept more? So okay, and Aris. So Aris, where are you? He's in the back. Aris? He's shy? Okay. And yes, Blanca, where are you? One of our angels. She came all the way from Brussels. Well, she's from Spain. Welcome. And I like to invite also our board members. Yes, Ismail, could you please come up? And Dilek, Gülşah, Süleyman. Yes, please, let's get together. We can go back to this picture. Yes. Yes.
Aris.
Aris. And yeah, I'd like to invite the other previous board members as well, Gamze and Onur, if you like to join us, we'll be very happy. And this is, actually we can all get together if you want, so we're not too many people on the stage. We can come closer maybe, yeah. Resmi kapayım mı? Logomuzu aşağıda kalıyor da ne yapabiliriz bilemiyorum. Ben mi vereyim? Okey, okey. Tamam, çok güzel. İlk önce resim çekelim, öyle mi verelim acaba? So.
Sağdakiler sağa yakını, soldakiler sola yakını, ortadakiler iki ayaklarını kaldırır.
Neyse, kapatalım. Yeah, before you move, I will ask our president of Turkey chapter, Ismail, to give some presents for you, so you can read the name. So, okay, Mihaylov. Yes. You guys will have a tree in Turkey whenever you come back, so you'll see to visit them. So, Mihaylov, yes, Mihaylov, please. And next one is Lela. Next one is Dimitra.
Thank you for joining all these events. Thank you for inviting me.
And yes, Aris. Oh, Dimitra.
I will say a big thank you to my mom and my dad.
Maxim, yes. And who are we missing? And Blanca, yeah. Where are you? Yes. Yes. Again, thank you very much for staying with us. All yes.
Let me say that we are expecting you, all of you who are going to participate in the R8 meeting next weekend. We are looking forward to having you in Athens. The weather is going to be great, as far as we know, and we checked every day. So I hope it's going to be a very good event, and everybody will enjoy and will share once more our thoughts. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Great.
Yes.
I know, and
Yes.
I'm looking forward.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you again. Thanks to everyone, and we'd like to thank you.
Thank you very much.